How I ended up being sort of an academia or an artist, in some ways I feel like those were experiences that chose me. I didn't really choose them. Growing up, I really wanted to be sort of a professional athlete, but somewhere along the way I took a high school drama class, and the bug bit, and the rest is history. Fortunately, I had a very supportive mother and father who said basically, do whatever makes you happy, baby. And so I did what makes me happy, so I pursued my interest in theater. Many of those same skills that I was deploying back in high school, in college, and grad school are the same skill sets and tools I use today as an administrator and doing the good work that we're doing here at UNCSA. As an African-American young man, growing up on the south side of Chicago, I saw a lot of the gentrification that was happening. The neighborhood that we moved into when I was, I think, about 5th or 6th grade, where we're the first black family on the block. I go to a school where I'm now one of 3 African-American boys. That was eye-opening for us. And the day we moved in, I didn't know this at the time, but the day we moved in, the next door neighbor, who happened to be the president of the Riverdale Improvement Association, basically told my mom that we weren't welcome. If you can imagine, a lot of what's happening right now with Black Lives Matter, the most recent challenges that we see still in the state that I'm just coming from, Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin, those things are real. And you know, for me, to keep from having that kind of anger that we're seeing manifesting itself nationwide, in some instances across the globe, there's a certain amount of detachment that you have to do, right? That I have to do to stay sane. And that comes at a cost, because you start to become desensitized and you're no longer quite feeling the things that affirm your humanity. And so you have to hit reset in that area and make sure that, you know, the right to breathe, that we can take that for granted. But if you look like me, you have to think twice about it, and you have to make sure that you present a certain way, that people don't view you as a threat, because the minute you're a threat, you're that close to being 6 feet underground. So reaching a space where we get to own our inner truths, whether it's someone who's black and tired of being viewed as a threat, and tired of the challenges that we're experiencing in our penal system and the challenges we have with law enforcement. These are all challenges that we have to think through, and seeing the students today wrestle with those challenges, they aren't limited by the conventions or the constraints, right? They bring fresh eyes to it, and they have fresh expectations, and they're always going to challenge us. And so the onus is on the quote-unquote adults to be responsive to the challenge.